Hello, everyone. So I'm back on stage to speak about the predictions and insights for 2025. So 2024 is already finished. We expected many things. I don't know if all your expectations came true, but in 2025, I'm expecting few things to happen. So that's what I would like to present to you. So in 2025, we will see the market cap growing very steadily. Of course, it depends on a lot of factors, like the US elections, which everyone is looking on. Because Trump has launched his own DeFi project, which shows like he's really invested in crypto. So if that is happening, then a lot of crypto companies might move to United States, which is the hub of all the financial things. So we can see a very good growth in the crypto sector. And next one is the AI trading strategies, like how AI is coming up, especially after the ChatGPT. A lot of innovations have started to happen in the AI space. We have like a lot of other kind of analytical tools, like Arkham has built a lot of intelligent tools. There are like sentiment tools, there are like blockchain data, there are so many data which is available in the real time, which was not possible in the past. So a lot of AI is happening now, and a lot of AI trading system is in place, especially as the institutions keep coming. They would like to use more of traditional finance grade tools to crypto. And the impact of tokenization and DeFi growth. Next year will be the year of DeFi. So we have already seen that DeFi is growing very steadily, partly also because of the MiCA regulations, which is coming in Europe now. So MiCA regulations is making it very hard for the crypto companies, especially if they are smaller companies, to get registered as a MiCA and to do business. This is very friendly to all the big companies. So a lot of people are now going on-chain. So they're not trading so much on centralized exchanges. For example, if you have seen yesterday's report, that on Binance, the trading activity among the centralized exchanges have fallen to all-time low. So people are going more on-chain now, and people are just leaving the centralized exchanges because of so much of confusions surrounding the regulations and stuff like that. So this is what I was exactly talking about. The one thing is about the MiCA regulations, which is very confined to European Union. So there are WARA regulations, which is confined to United Arab Emirates, especially Dubai. There are like many other uncertainties coming from United States. And the major problem is like every single regulator has their own definition of cryptos and how they classify something as utility, something as security. So we don't know how these different regulatory bodies will be able to communicate and come to a consensus. So this is one of the biggest hurdle, and we have to see like next year how this is going to be sorted out. Because if everyone have their own definition and their own theories, I think like a token can be security in one jurisdiction, but it can be utility in another jurisdiction. This is the reason like why when you raise a token sale, you will be restricting your investors going to United States, Canada, or China, or something like that, because they all have their own definition. So we have to see how this is going to come up. And I think almost all the crypto things in the future will go under the radar of AML and KYC policies. So everyone have to go through mandatory KYCs to let people know, or their organizations know who they are. I don't know if it's the right thing or wrong thing. It's a double-edged sword. It's completely another discussion, but this is what is going to happen next year, and this is what we'll be seeing it. So the major predictions for markets for next year would be, I'm expecting the total market capitalization to double to $5 trillion. So this is my very modest prediction for the next year. I think like because of the adoption and a lot of people going in for Bitcoins, especially from the institution side, there's a lot of demand, and even many of the governments are loosening up a little bit to encourage people to go into digital finance for one or the other reason. And if you're seeing the growth of stable coins such as USDT, USDC, they're going up very big. USDT is making almost like $400 to $500 million of quarterly profits, which means a lot of people are really using stable coins. And stablecoins is used like in so many other areas within the crypto space. And with the entry of PayPal's stablecoin, which is PUSD, I think it is going to go more mainstream going forward. And the major sectors which will be in focus for next year would be AI, RWA, which is real world assets, and layer 1 and layer 2s. I know, and we all can agree that there are more number of layer 1 and layer 2 than the number of crypto people in the entire space. Because every day you will see a new layer 1, layer 2s coming up. Every day something is mushrooming. But still, there are some chains like which is very interesting. For example, if you have heard about Bera chain, which is proof of liquidity consensus, very interesting one. If you have heard about Monad, they're doing very good, and they're doing something very special, which has not happened so far. And if you know about the project by name Movement, which is using the Move language for the blockchain, which is EVM compatible, which makes it more faster, as fast as Solana, or probably a little bit more. And these kind of blockchains will really have use case when we speak about institutional adoption and having high-frequency trading systems on-chain. So these are some of the sectors that I think will be very bullish going forward, especially gaming, because games brings a lot of people on-chain, because everybody plays games. Games have been existing since many, many, many years. Many of the Web2 gaming studios are incubating Web3 gaming now. The quality of the games on Web3 has not been so great so far. And also the interesting games are still not there on Web3 space. So this is something like which major studios are working on currently, and I think next year, who knows, maybe we will have some very good games, and there will be good incentives for people to engage with their games and play these games, and which will bring in a lot of people into this space. And also, like if you're watching DYDX and GMX and these kind of perpetual trading exchanges, like we are also building, that's what we call as B3X. Why this is gaining momentum is because of several factors. That before on-chain trading used to be very slow, especially if you're speaking about perpetual trades or options trading or something like that. But now people are building their own chains. For example, Hyperliquid. Anyone have heard about Hyperliquid here? Which is one of the fastest, like on-chain perpetual trading DEX. They built their own blockchain. So they build their own blockchain, but they don't give complete visibility and transparency of their chain, but they build it very nicely. And if you trade on that, you will not find any difference between any centralized exchanges or decentralized exchanges. So I think like somewhere this discord, like which was there between centralized exchange and decentralized exchange, is slowly closing in. And sooner or later, like we will have the same kind of user experience and same kind of speed what we can expect with centralized exchanges. And one of the major problems that we had in this centralized exchange and decentralized exchange debate was to sign up on a centralized exchange, all you need is just your email account, or just you need your Facebook account or a Twitter account. But when we speak about decentralized exchanges, you needed your wallet to connect to the exchange, you have to deposit, and there was a lot of problems with that one, because it's not a very good user experience. But thanks to account abstraction, which has come now, and you can use your Facebook account, Twitter account, Gmail account, anything, and you will be able to log into your perp trading DEX, wherein your Web2 application will be having your wallet address, which is directly linked to your Web3 application. And you will be able to deposit, withdraw, and do anything as you were doing on a centralized exchange very easily. So this is how it is getting simplified, and a lot of trading volumes have been generated on decentralized exchanges now. And centralized exchanges is clearly going down because of regulatory reasons and a lot of reasons, especially after the scams of FTX that we saw, eroded the value of billions of dollars for people. So that's why I'm very bullish going forward for DeFi system, especially with the derivatives trading space. So the major conclusion is that AI, DeFi, real-world assets, and gaming, this tokenization is going to be the future. They're having the real use cases there, and things have started to gain a lot of traction. Because one of the panelists before, when I was here, he was mentioning about DeFi Llama. So if you see DeFi Llama, you will be clearly seeing how much revenue someone is making. And there are a lot of like on-chain applications like that. Like for example, Nansen. You can see how many people are really communicating with your dApp on a daily basis, how many people are really paying users, or like just communicating with that using your chain. So we are seeing like really growth in the chain on year-on-year basis, like when we are seeing compared to 2002, 2023, and 2024 now. And I think this trend is going to continue going forward. And you have to adapt to the new technology, because crypto is a very crazy world, if you think in one way. Because a lot of people try to come out with an app, and they try to deploy the apps on several different blockchains later on. That is because you need engagement from different communities, different blockchains. That's how you will grow your community members, and you spread your business to get new users onto your platform. So I think this trend is going to increase going forward. A lot of different projects will be on almost, like the major chains going forward, but which will have the major speed and which will have the lowest transaction cost. They will have the edge. And we at B3X, like we are building the fastest perpetual trading DEX. Because like we have a company which is a regulated crypto quantitative trading. So we have been very successful there. So what we are planning to do is something very innovative. We take the liquidity and we trade with that liquidity with the over-collateralized way. So people get the APRs in terms of profits that we generate, and we get liquidity for the trading exchange. So pretty much like what Hyperliquid is doing. So this trend is going to continue going forward. So myself, as I introduced myself before, I am a startup founder. I came to stock markets when I was 16. I built my company successfully into stock market automation using SMS services. I sold this company very successfully at the age of 21. I went on to work for Morgan Stanley and managed $50 million of fund. And then one day, like, I quit my job, and I was thinking what I have to do next. So 2014 was the year when I came to Bitcoin. So that's the time, like, when I started to invest a little bit, trade a little bit. And in the year 2017, like, we founded bcube.ai, which is a regulated quantitative trading platform only for cryptos. So once we got this going, we have an amazing track record for 6 years, completely non-custodial. We don't take any of your money. All the money remains in your own account. We just have the permission to manage your assets. So in this way, in the past 3 years, we have beaten the Bitcoin returns. So this is what we have been doing. That's my background. So me and my company has been on the Forbes list. We're one of the most successful companies in the Eastern Europe, in the crypto space, and in the AI space after filing several patents in AI trading systems. We have been on panels of several things, and this is one of the DEXT tools panel, like where I was last year. So I just wanted to put it here so that some people can refresh their memories. Yeah, this is my contact. If you would like to contact me or write to me or speak to me about anything about trading, AI, quantitative finance, math, anything, be free to do it. You can follow me on Twitter, LinkedIn, anything that you wish. Oops. Okay, the future of trading belongs to those who adapt. We always say this because crypto is always about adapting, and the technology is always about adapting to something new. So if we don't adapt, then we are not going to survive. So we have to go with the narratives when it comes to trading, like short-term trading. We have to go with the fundamentals when it comes to long-term investing. We have to go with a lot of math, a lot of science, and a lot of intuition of our own when it comes to trading.